All right, all right, all right. Good morning. Oh my God, what a good morning it is, guys. Wow, we just got CPI numbers. We expected this to be the trigger um, for a move one way or another, where it would drop violently and then that would be the bottom, or something like this. And the fact that yesterday did what it did, it was very, very grindy and disgusting. And the way it moved, this is the type of thing you see towards a bottom where it would like gap up the next day. So this is a possibility, these insane coils and then this weird move. And there it is. So like that would be a bottom for today, or this would be the bottom for today. Insane. So we got really big CPI numbers. I don't know what to think about that we're exploding off of it. It is what it is. Like I always say, it doesn't matter what the news is. The move in the stock market will always happen regardless of what the news is. So do people like this inflation number? Is it peak inflation? Maybe it is, and the market knows. Whatever the reason is, this looks like the bottom that we were looking for. So it just crashed into the 50 and rejected it. A lot of things happened, both technically and psychologically. People, like we said, you want to see them talk about this is a bear market rally. We're going to hit here. We're going to start coming lower. Everyone started talking about this is the start of the bear market. It's going to keep going lower. All the negative things that you could possibly think of, they kept saying it. Like everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. Yesterday even felt like a correction. It even felt like a bottom in terms of the way people were speaking and the way things were moving. There's so many things like the dollar, for example. This is a 10-year chart. We broke it here. We wanted to see if it was going to explode through this, if the market would drop or fail here. And it got up to 100 and double topped pretty cleanly. Exploded through 100, got rejected really hard, came right back up, double top, like boop, 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 and got hard rejected. Like this is really, really clean for a rejection. The dollar going lower will help take pressure off the market. It's been in this disgusting uptrend for quite some time, since last May. Then you have the 10-year yield. People keep freaking out over the yields. The yield curve is now steepening. They got the inversion. We got the inversion, so now the clock is on for the recession. People think we're going to get a recession this year. We are not going to get a recession this year. The clock is on. It's usually about 12 months, give or take. And again, I think the recession will happen between next April and October. But that is not what we care about. That's, what our guess is, a really strong guess. But that's not what we care about. We just care about the short-term move. This looks like it's topping. We got the CPI print. That got cracked. There it is. This is, how far back does this go? 2000. So this bounced off this. Like we said, we made a video a couple of weeks ago saying we're expecting a blow off move. Either it would top this month right here, or it'd have one less blow off move. Literally perfect. It hit the 200 monthly for the first time we talked about right around here. And you're getting the first overbought print ever in history here. 10 year going into this. So there's a lot of upward pressure, upward rejection here, that this is not going to keep going. And now, so this is like peak negativity, right? You have everyone talking about inflation, everyone crying about every possible thing you can think of. I mean, people are still talking about Russia, for God's sakes. Like Russia was done with a while ago. We're bouncing off the 204 out here really cleanly. Also, another thing, a lot of stocks spiked where they needed to spike. So Apple, for example, cracked below its upper trend here, and now we're back up to 169. So it bounced 3 times really violently over here, and then did this. This is a bear trap. Gets screwed. There it is. See, And you had even a glitch trade up here. So it was like there's all these things showing like it was a fake breakdown. There's all the glitch trades higher. The way it moved is not a breakdown type of move. It's a more of a coiled move right before a massive up move, which is whether we dropped in this morning off the CPI, I would have expected us to go straight up. Instead, we just popped. Okay, great. You made it a little bit easier. This bottom wasn't that bad. It wasn't nothing, but it was still a little annoying, but it definitely could have been worse. I was expecting worse because that's what you're supposed to do. AMD really clean. We called this the other week. We want to see touch this 100 weekly. It just missed it, but it's going into this top and it got all the stop losses. So everyone sold out because they got screwed and now it's rejecting it. And this should be a bottom. And I don't know if it goes to all-time highs before the market tops. I would assume it retest this trend. So in the future, whether it breaks the high or not, I don't know. But this is definitely a buyable dip here. So yeah, drop below 100. Now it's going to go right back above 100. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Like a lot of stocks did this. AMD, Tesla, this hit it. No, it was 902. So 952, we wanted it to hit. It didn't even get there. Okay, so a lot of things got hit. S&P had a really clean 50% retracement off the bottom. There it is. There it is. Bounced off of it pre-market. You got this nice rounded whoop. And then the best part of it all is the gap fill. 444.61. 444.11 is this open. So you're gapping above this open, crashing into the 50. You gap above this. You drop down on the wick, wherever it goes, and off to the races. So it's really clean to open above yesterday's open, that this was a bear trap. You remember the 3 violent spikes that we had these 3 days. These were very, very unique. But we were expecting to see the drop. I thought it would have been bigger. But apparently it's now rewarding being bullish. Before you'd had to go through more pain to see the rally out, but now it's punishing the bears. So that's what it's doing. This was important. I thought UVXY would go from like here to about here when this was right around here. We thought that it would get up to the 20 and the 50 and the 100 all together, but it didn't. Instead, it just got to the 20. Anybody knows anything about UV? Below the 20 is very bullish for the market, and 3 closing prints above the 20 on the daily is where correction territory is. If you have any type of acceleration after the 3rd closing print to above the 20, it's more likely to be a correction or corrective wave and not just chop chop. So it got right to it. And what did it do? This looked like and felt like a coiled bearish move for this. So bullish move for the market is that it got coiled out here and ripped. The way it did it made me think that it's going to gap somewhere here the next day, literally perfectly. It's that it never wanted to go higher. There's just so much energy in the market, is that the market kind of clicked and it got coiled out. And this was the last bit of energy for the VIX to stabilize, because this is a corrective wave coming. The market is going to have a correction after this market rally. So this is kind of the last, should be the last hurrah, so to speak. Like, look how perfect this rounded move is. So it's really, really nice. If for whatever reason, like the market just tanks right after the open, which I don't think is going to happen, then you should get worried short term. I don't see anything like that happen. I don't see anything like that happening. And that's that. Very good. You survived it. And I see everything rallying. Everything. The memes, the arcs, just the value plays, the growth plays, everything. Everything that crushed. This should be the final rally that confuses everybody and F's everybody over. All right. Huge rally coming. Huge, 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 huge rally coming. Stay long, stay strong. Enjoy the next couple of months, I would say. I don't know exactly where this rallies. All I know is there's a lot of up momentum, and we're going through all-time highs and then some, and then we'll worry about it then. We'll see how it plays out. But big, 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 big up. All right. Have fun out there. Peace.